Hey team, thanks for tuning in. Today we're going to talk about how to find the area of a regular polygon. All right, so the strategy itself is actually really simple. So I don't want you to get too bogged down in all the details here. So we'll start with the basic strategy. So the basic strategy starts by slicing the polygon up into these like little pieces of pie. And why is this helpful? Well, because these pieces of pie are triangles. And we know the area of a triangle, or at least we know how to find the area of a triangle. In this particular problem, we're already given the area of each slice as 8 square units. And so it's as simple as finding the area of one slice, 8 square units, and then multiplying by however many slices there are all the way around the polygon. In this case, there are 10 slices, and so the area of the entire regular decagon is the 8 square units times the 10 triangles. All right. Now, where this gets a little bit more complicated is when we go into detail on how to find the area of one triangle. In this case, they told us the 8 square units, but what if we don't know how many square units there are? So let's take a look at this example. Let's suppose that instead of 8 square units, we just know that this red line here, we call this the apothem. What if we know the apothem is 8 units? That's all we know. Okay, well, our strategy is still the same. We're going to split this into pieces of the pie, little triangles. And so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 triangles, 8 slices, which also has 8 sides, worth noting. Okay, and we also need to know about the central angle. We'll talk about why we need that in just a second. Okay. When we look at just one slice, so I'm just zoomed in on one slice here, I know that the apothem, or the height of this triangle, is 8, but I don't know anything else about this triangle. And so in order to find the base, right, to go with my height of 8, in order to find my base, I need to use some trig. And in order to use trig, I need an angle. So let's go back up here and look at this circle around this point. Well, we know a circle has 360 degrees. And that 360 degrees gets split 8 ways, which makes a 45-degree angle. That is our central angle, 45 degrees. These central angles, they're all 45 degrees, all the way around. Okay? So what do we do with that? Well, because we're going to use trig, we need to know the measure of just half of that angle. We know the whole angle is 45, but we need half of that. So 45 cut in half gives us our 22.5. Okay, here we go. Buckle up. So we know our angle is 22.5. So using trig, I label my missing base, okay? And I'm going to use SOHCAHTOA, which means I need to label opposite and adjacent, right? O and A leads me to the tangent ratio. Tangent of 22.5 degrees is opposite over adjacent, x over 8. All right, a little calculator work tells us that the tangent of 22.5 is 0.414, and I put that over 1 equals x over 8. Now I'm just cross multiplying to get x equals 0.414 times 8. And lastly, x equals 3.3. All right, so now I've solved for this bottom part of my right triangle. So I know that x is 3.3, which means on the right side it's 3.3. And now we put everything together. So my base in total is 6.6. The apothem, or the height, is 8. And so the area of just one slice is base times height divided by 2, which is 26.4. All right, get you a little zoomed in there. Okay, 6.6 times 8 divided by 2. Base times height cut in half. So that gives me my total area for one slice. Now all I got to do is take that area, 26.4, and multiply it by the 8 slices that we had to begin with. And so 26.4 times 8 gives me my total, 211.2 square units. All right, guys, good luck.